Hey, so I wanted to talk to you real quick about methylene blue and what it's used for. It is one of the key parts of my protocol. I like it because it's quite inexpensive and it has a big impact really quickly. It has a half-life of 6 hours. After you take it, you may notice that your urine is green. That's fine. And that I think it might indicate saturation levels. I know that when I'm under a lot of stress, I can have a couple of glasses of the methylene blue diluted in juice, and I'll explain the dilution and everything. But it's critically important that you never take the powder directly. You only take it in a 1% solution. For droppers full, that's what I usually use, in 1 glass of coconut water and a little bit of white grape juice. Actually tastes quite yummy. I also throw in a scoop of 1 gram of good quality ascorbic acid powder, and that eliminates the blue effect that you'll see many people they show off their blue. You get a blue tongue if you take it. If you take powder, which you should never do, or if you if you don't have it with the ascorbic acid, and also it will stain things. So be very careful. The powder especially doesn't wash out. It doesn't build up in the system. It has antimicrobial properties. It was one of the first antibiotics that are used in medicine, and has also antiviral properties, and that's probably why it resurfaced. Hackers found out about it or rediscovered it, and were experimenting with it as a solution, as an alternative for treatment of various viruses, which were kind of a big thing a few years ago. So the toxicity really, I think, only comes into play at very high dosages, and the first impact is it'll affect the biome. So they did studies on mice. It'd probably be the equivalent of a human taking a whole 50 milliliters of 1% solution, and it might cause stomach trouble. But I've been taking it for a few months, and I can only talk about my personal opinion. I'm not a doctor. Always consult your doctor, etc. So that's it. The effects in the ongoing effects. So it only has a half-life of 6 hours, and it's eliminated from your body, but the effects to your mitochondria are lasting and very powerful. Affects your brain, because you have such a high concentration of mitochondria in your brain. It acts a bit like an antioxidant, recycling free radicals and utilizing them to increase the energy rather than increasing inflammation in the cell in a different way than normal antioxidants do. That's that. I think those are the key things. So be careful with the dosage. Always take it in solution. Never ever take it in powder. It can be deadly. I think there's been a few instances of where people have been hospitalized because they've taken the powder, which is way too strong. If you take that straight. Interestingly, it has an FDA on-label use for detoxification of blood, removing heavy metals and that. That's probably what got people thinking about other health benefits as well, more recently in the last few years. All right, so there's a quick overview of methylene blue, which is something I've been doing for about 3 months now as part of my protocol.